Hey everybody! In this video we will try to allow user to add the people he want to track him. So after he log in, he have to see new list of user they will track him, and he could click to add, or he could remove anyone from these people. So I have list view already. I need to add list of user I want to track me. So because list of user is something public and I would use it a lot in updates, so it's better to add the list of user here. I will use him. So also I will say, okay, I have another public, I have a static for list of user. The list of user will be specific data type. I would have prefer using map. It's have two properties, string and string. Why map? Because if someone want to update, he could update same user if he have same phone number. I would say updating string, and I will say user my tracker. I will name it trackers, and I will also just initialize this one. I just create a new instance from this class. So make sure I create a new instance in this way. This is something public. I will use it a lot. So just to make sure I have it, so I will not have any problem in the future. But it's not map here, should be hash map. And this is that structure, so just doing hash map, it is just not defined. So if I click again, hash map, define it, there you go, everything's good. So now I have my tracker list. So now later in this file we will add the trackers and read from the file and more, but now I want to just do the list of the tracker here in this in my tracker file. So now when I need to do something for tracker, I have list view. So let me go back to our file and do something for list view. Do you remember list view when you work before? If I look for list view, control F, list view adapter. So list view adapter, when you work with adapter, first of all you have to define list view item. So let me just define it and go back here and click right, add a new, and add this class, because see, we say this is standard, we will use it a lot in all our project. So and this is the class. I just copy all the class and I go back here, I replace it with this one. This is just my class. I have ID, not ID. I don't have ID now. I have two things, phone number, and I have user title or username, and also and I have phone number for the user, phone number. Okay, this is some information for the user. Make sure I will no longer delete this one, so make sure this one phone number should be instead this one. So see, whenever we use it, we will update it to the specific needed. So here you go, phone number also will be updated here. So yes, this is to an adapter information I would need it in my file, because if you see here the ticket that you needed for loading user and for single row, you will have just user phone number and username and user phone number. So I just create adapter for this two information. Next, if you go here, you see, hey, you will define your adapter. So yes, let me define my adapter. Why not? Just from this line until this line, I'm just adding my adapter, going back to my project and to the file, name it my tracker, and just try to add adapter here. Adapter, you know how the adapter works. So first you define your base adapter, and you just define array list for list of items that you will use it. Then I just initialize this array list for the constructor. I have get count, set, and everything. In the view, I'm just doing some view, and this one view also. I don't know, W is not working in my computer. So yes, maybe sometime we will miss it. So just I'm migrating this. I'm doing layout inflator to loading data. You have to know all this information before. What's the ticket I will load now? I just need to load this ticket for single row contact. So it will be single row contact. So make sure you say dot single row contact. This one I need to load it. And this single row contact, it have some information. If you see, go to the single row contact, it have two things. This one will be named text view. The ID for it should be text view 1. See it? And this one text view 1. So it's better to name it text view name, username. So it will be standard. And just make sure in this way use. And this one, make sure you change its name also to text view password. So text view username and text view phone number, text view phone. Okay, so you could access to it from the code. So here, first off, for text view I want to access, it is for the username. So it is text view for the username. I want to set this username to a new username. Should be s dot the username. So just s dot the username. I will do same operation for the second one because the username have it. I will do same operation for the update this one. I will do text view for the phone number. Phone number. This one. I'm taking the phone number. Then I updated here. Here you go. And yes, this one should be for phone number. I know this video to be a little bit like long, but we will try to be convenient. So okay, here you go. I just have list. Adapter is good. I have to have method for refreshing this list. So I say void refresh. Just refreshing list view item refresh. Just if I want to want to add data or remove, so I would refresh the data. So yes, I would go back to my file and see what the next. I need to define something here for adapter and other stuff. Let me just copy this two line. I copy them and I go back here and I added in the top. I have adapter and I have list item. Then second thing I will have it. I will go back to my file and try to initialize this information. If you see, he have adapter, he have list view, and he doing something here. So yes, here is it. So this is initialize part. So yes, I don't have all this information. I have username. They just me for test. I would add Hussein, and for the phone number I would add this one. And I'm exiting for list view. I don't know what the list view name here and the layout in the tracker and the tracker layout. So if you go to the tracker, no list tracker list view should be. Does it have tracker map login node tracker? Where is it? Activity tracker loading. This one it named list view. List view it name it, not list view. So I could change it to the list view. Yes, I have this is set adapter, and here we go. This is for refreshing adapter. If you want, we will do it later, but just to make sure everything is working, just I will run it. I will see if he display one item for me. If he display, that's great. So I will go next. Here we go. If I enter the phone number 585-957-2732, any phone number, click next. He will show me one user. That's great. One thing missing before I go to next video and try to do some update in contact and adding. We have already menu for the contact. So if you see, this is menu for contact. It's for adding and done. So I have to go to back to our layout here and look for menu and try to add menu items. So if you see, this is menu, and the menu we have this code to display the menu. We need to add this code. So I will just 23 to the end. I will just take this code just to display menu for the user. So in the tracker, I will just add this to method. Just let me hide this method. You will use it later. So just add this to method. You will understand this method mean because you used it before. So yes, first of all, you define menu, and this menu should have layout inflator, and this menu will be accessing to the menu for the contact. So menu. So we will get menu contact list. We just did the menu contact list. I will not lead all this information for the search because I don't have search. I'm not doing search here, only contact. So when someone select item, I would have how many items I have. I have 2 items only, if you remember. So I don't have 3. One of the items that I have in the contact list will 2 ID. I have one of them of add, one of them of go back. So if I go here in this one, so for the add is adding something. So it's just this one go back, and this one will be add in the small case. I hope I did it well, but just let me make sure from it. Contact, this one for go back, this one ID is for go back, and this ID for add. So yes, if I go back, I will change this one to add. Yes, that's great. You say, okay, I will not need anything here in the go back, but in the go back, I will not do anything. I will say finish, just ending this one because I just want to display it, just going back. and this one for adding a new item. So if I click here and see, I have to show see menu here. لما نسوي لوجن click next, he will see the menu here. See, I have two items, finish and add. Next he will click add to add items to the menu, and here we done. When you click it, he will finish. Here we done, and see you next.